Morning, everybody. Welcome to reading class. Okay, today we're going to start lesson 28. We only have 2 more stories and we're finished. Can you believe it? This year's flying by. Okay, so I'm going to read you the pre-story like I always do. And this is a familiar one. I'm sure you all know this one. Cinderella stories. Did you know that Cinderella, you often see in the movies, is not the only one? It's amazing. There are over 700 Cinderella stories. Each story is a little different from the others. The earliest versions were told more than 2,000 years ago. Today, you can find Cinderella stories in books, movies, musicals, and on TV. Each version of the Cinderella story has details that make sense for the time and the place of the story was first told. For example, Charles Perrault, the author of Cinderella's story most of us know today, he wrote his Cinderella story to suit people living in France during the 1600s. It is full of many things we do not find in our world today. For example, it has coaches pulled by teams of horses, giant balls, princesses, and princes. In some modern versions of the story, the sisters might be heading to a prom instead of a ball. The main character might be a boy who has to mow the lawn instead of a girl who has to sweep out the fireplace. Authors can make all kinds of changes from the traditional story and still share the same themes and ideas. There are versions of the Cinderella story from all over the world. Maybe there are so many because each story held special meaning for the people living in that place. As a result, the difference between the stories show what's important to the tellers and the listeners. Maybe some listeners were worried about getting enough food or money, while others cared more about beauty. Let's compare Charles Perrault's Cinderella to another story, Little One Eye, Little Two Eyes, Little Three Eyes. In Cinderella, her father remarries an unkind woman who has 2 unkind daughters. They are mean to Cinderella. They give her every task to do, so her work is never done. Her clothes are so worn they look like rags. In Little One Eye, a mother has 3 daughters. The first has 1 eye, the second 2 eyes, and the third 3 eyes. Little Two Eyes sisters are mean to her because she looks like everyone else. Cinderella is not content to stay at home while her stepsisters go to the ball. A fairy godmother appears. She changes a pumpkin into a coach and Cinderella's rags into a beautiful gown, complete with a pair of glimmering glass slippers. Two Eyes cries for food. A woman tells her to wish on her goat. When she does, a feast is served. Cinderella left 1 glass slipper at the ball by mistake. The prince tried to find the owner of the slipper. He finds Cinderella and she fits the slipper on her foot and takes one out from where she had concealed it. The prince is overjoyed to find her. Little Two Eyes ends up with a silver tree. Only she can pick the valuable fruit. The prince marries Cinderella. She forgives her stepsisters. In the other story, the prince marries Little Two Eyes. She forgives her sisters too. People are still making up new Cinderella stories today. Maybe you'll be the next person to write one. So Cinderella stories have been around for a long time, and they write them for a purpose. They're trying to teach a lesson to the people of that time. Okay, now you can open your textbooks, please, and we're going to look at pages 452 and 453. Give me a thumbs up when you're ready. All right, ready to go. Okay, so here's our new vocabulary. The first word is task. My grandfather gave me a task to do. I helped him decorate for the party. So a task is like a little job. Glimmering. The diver saw something flash in the water. It was a group of glimmering fish. So glimmering means something that shines. Served. I think pizza tastes best when it is served fresh and hot right out of the oven. Served is when somebody gives you something to eat. Content. The girls were content to play outside. It was time for them to watch TV. Content means they're happy to do it. Worn. The teddy bear looks worn. It must be very old. So worn means that it's used. It looks like it's been played with for a long time. Number 6, overjoyed. The children were overjoyed to see each other. They smiled and laughed. When we see each other again, we're going to be so overjoyed, so happy to do it. Concealed. The smaller doll is concealed inside the larger doll. You see that picture? Have you ever seen those nesting dolls? You have one big doll and you take off the top doll. There's another doll inside. They're hidden inside. You don't see them. That's what concealed means, hidden. And number 8 is valuable. The ring is valuable to my mother. She has had it for many years. So if it's valuable, it's really important to her. Now, valuable doesn't mean it has to be worth a lot of money. One of the things that I have that's most valuable to me is a music box that my daddy gave me. It was the last gift he gave me before he passed away. So to anybody else, it's old and doesn't mean anything, but to me, it means a lot, okay? All right, now this week, spelling. We're going to be doing words that have the ow sound, ow. Now, you know that if we were in school, we'd all be making funny faces. And I'd be saying, sound those words out, ow, ouse, right? In our lesson, we're going to see that we have the ow sound made with the OU, like house, and OW in town, okay? So we're going to be looking for those the ow sound words. We'll also have some of our vocabulary words. Let's see, overjoyed, content, valuable, concealed, task. So you're going to finish up the video, then you're going to go ahead and do workbook pages 187, 189, and 190, which are all the spelling pages. And you're going to do your alphabetical order. Okay, so don't forget to send me your picture as the picture of your workbook pages and your alphabetical order as your exit card. Okay, have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on Zoom. Bye-bye.